Good morning, beautiful people. It's very good to see you again. I hope that you had a very good week. Today, I'm going to be very brief because I'm going to talk about something that you know. I'm going to talk about the number one killer of success. We call it procrastination. Is that something that sounds familiar to you? If not, let me describe it and then you will get the concept. So procrastination is basically this habit of postponing everything that needs to be done now. Procrastinating is something that many people in their daily life experience. It's you will find people who keep finding a good excuse all the time when something needs to be done now. When they have to do something now, they will always find a good reason, a good excuse to say, you know what, I'm going to do it tomorrow. You know what, I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it next month, and then it becomes next year, and then a year after. And procrastination is very dangerous when it comes to success. It's dangerous in general, but if you want to be a successful person, you do not want to procrastinate. That's the very last thing you want to do. And procrastination is dangerous for really two reasons. The first one is procrastination will fool your entourage and you fool yourself. Because, you know, when you procrastinate, basically, you're neither out of the game nor in the game. I talked 3 weeks ago about, giving up, how much giving up was bad, how much giving up is a problem when you want to be successful. Because basically, when you give up, you put yourself out of the game, right? But let me tell you the following. Procrastination is even worse than giving up. When you give up, everyone knows that you have given up. Your mentors know that you have given up. Your family, your friends, everyone is aware that you have given up. And you yourself, you know that you have given up. It might be for whatever reason, but at least it's clear for everyone that you're out of the game. If at some point a friend, a family member, a mentor convinces you that you have to go back into the game, you back in. And you're after the dream, you're after the goal. Here's the problem with procrastination. Procrastination gives the impression that you're in the game. So your entourage think that, oh no, he's still pursuing this dream. He's still doing this study. He's still trying to build this house. He's still trying to go abroad. He's still trying to get this job done. So everyone think that you're still trying to do it. And yourself, you keep saying, oh, I'm doing it, but I'm not just doing it now. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it next week. But here's the thing. It never happens. That's the problem with procrastination. When you procrastinate, it's like being a student registered in a school, but not going to class, which means you will never graduate from the class. You will never learn anything from the class. You will never get a diploma, but you're just a student because you just registered. You paid your tuition fees. That's it. And that is a problem, right? And that's exactly what procrastination does. It doesn't get you out of the game. It doesn't get you in the game. It keeps you on the fence line without really moving and going anywhere. The second reason why procrastination is really bad is because no matter what asset you have for reaching your goal, no matter what strengths you have, procrastination will always defeat them. Let me say that again. It doesn't matter what are your strengths. I don't know you, but it doesn't matter what are your strengths. If you procrastinate, procrastination is going to kill, is going to win over all those strengths and assets. Think about, let's say that you're very good at goal settings. Right? You're very good at coming up with great ideas. If you procrastinate, you will never get to the stage where you're setting up the goals because you will keep postponing it. If you're very good with strategy, once you have the goal, you're very good at strategizing. It will never happen. Why? Because you will never get to the stage where you sit down and start making the crafting the strategy. Will never happen. If you're very good with actions, you're a very practical person, pragmatic person, you will never get to go into action. Why? Because you will keep postponing the action. If you have money, you will never get You will never get to put the money to work because you will keep postponing the moment where you have to withdraw the money from your bank account and put it into a business, or doing something with that. If you have a great network, procrastination is going to trump over that great network. Why? Because you will always keep postponing the time where you have to sit, send an email to that good contact so that you can get things started. Never happen, right? So that's what procrastination will do to your life and to your pursuit of success. And that's why it's really bad. Have you ever met people who have dozens of books in their minds? Like they can tell you what the book will be about from the first page to the very last page. Here's the only issue with those people. They're not author of any book. They have everything in their minds. They never get to the point where they have to sit, write the first word, write the first sentence, get to the first paragraph, do the first page, and get the first book out. Never happened. Why? Because they procrastinate, because they keep postponing this stuff. You have people who could become great CEO of a company, great company. They could become actually the next biggest competition on the other side of the street of the company where they're currently working. Why? Because they've been in the company for 10, 15 years. They know the weaknesses of the company. They know the strengths of the company. They know what customer wants, and they can't get with the current company. Those people, they know all those things. They could go out, create a new company, but they won't do it. Why? Because they procrastinate, because they have the business plan in their minds, but they never get to sit down and start building their company. Or you have people who are currently filing for divorce. The marriage is completely broken. Why? Because from the beginning, they knew what was the problem with their marriage, but they never found the time to sit and have a serious and honest conversation about what was not working in that marriage with their partner. They never done it. Why? Because they keep postponing it. Procrastination. You have people who are now lying in bed in hospitals. Why? Because they got sick from a habit that they've been carrying on for years, and they've been postponing the time for stopping it. Maybe they used to smoke, or maybe they used to drink, or they were not having enough physical activity, whatever it is. And they knew that they had to do it. They knew that they had to stop the bad habit and start something good, something new for their health, but never found the time to do it. You have other people who never found the time to go and pursue their studies. You talk with them, it's been 5 years they've been talking about this PhD. But guess what? PhD is 5 years. You could have done your PhD 5 years ago. But they've been talking about that. They're not PhD holders, but they keep, why? Because they keep postponing this stuff. You have other people who have been promising to their parent to come and visit them and never done it. Why? Because they never found the time to do it. Because every time they have to go and visit those parents who have sacrificed their lives for them when they were kids, they always find a good excuse not to do it. The last time that they got a call from their parent house, it was to tell them that one of those parents have passed away. Isn't that sad, beautiful people? It is. But you know what? It doesn't have to be like that. Procrastination is something that you can get rid of. The first step in solving a problem is always to understand why. And the first step to get rid of procrastination is really to understand why you procrastinate. And we're going to talk about the whys of procrastination in 2 weeks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Be bold, trust yourself, trust God, stay blessed, and see you in 2 weeks. Ciao.